This luxury Class A motorhome is less than $500,000. Let's take a look. Starting on the outside of this motorhome, there's a couple things to go over. First up, you have this beautiful full body paint. You got the American Dream logo here on the side, but I mean, the baggage doors. You have so many, it's locked. But the baggage doors, you have so much. So when it comes to underbelly, what's behind door number 3, right? You got a refrigerator. And then, underbelly storage. First try. And behind this flap is going to be your outdoor TV, I promise. All right, so on the outside of this coach, you're going to have a couple really nice features, and that right there is going to be the frameless windows and an awning up above the entry door, and awnings that extend over the entire side as well as slide toppers. This motorhome is pretty impressive on the outside. I wasn't able to find too much underbelly storage, but I'm sure it's there somewhere. But there's a lot of storage and features inside, so let's check it out. All right, so now that we're inside of the American Dream by American Coach, let's start up in the front driving area and see what it is that's actually going to take you to all of the destinations you're headed to. This coach is pretty impressive. It sits on the Freightliner custom chassis. You've got 2 display screens just right here, 1 here. I'm sure that this coach has 360 view, which basically gives you a 360-degree view from top down of the RV. You've got all of your controls right here, your air conditioning controls, and then, of course, everything else that a Class A chassis would have. And as the passenger, when you don't want to barely turn your head to look at that navigation, you've got your own right here. And also, you've got a huge TV up above. There's lots of storage up there and storage all the way along this coach, but welcome to the living room. In here, you're going to have this huge trifold sofa. This is going to turn into a bed, and then more storage up here. And something that American Coach does is they pad all of their cabinets with a felt. So maybe it's for, noise dampening, something like that. But overall, this is pretty nice. And then it's a sofa bed. So you get an extra sleeping spot here. And then across the way is going to be your luxury theater seating with reclining in and out, your like LED lights, maybe heat massage, not sure. But yeah, overall, pretty nice. And you have nice swivel tabletops. All right, so now we are in the dining room. So this right here is where you can sit and eat. It's really nice. You have these stools that you can, like stool type chairs that you can pull up to it and eat your dinner. But what's really cool is that I'm sitting in a slide right now. So if you notice the floor, there is a small seam, but it's pretty much a flush floor. And the reason why that is because whenever these slide out, they're a special kind that once they go out, they drop down in place. So you don't have a lip. So definitely a high-end feature. So now we are in the kitchen area. This is a huge farmhouse sink. And what's interesting about this RV is that whenever this slide out comes in, it actually covers part of the sink. It comes to about here. So it's interesting. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. But over here, you're gonna have a huge farmhouse sink, sprayer faucet, cabinet space. Well, this is a pull-out drawer. You can put some spices there. A dishwasher, which is amazing, disguised as a cabinet. So definitely those extra touches that make it feel more luxury. And then you have some silverware drawers right here. You also have these covers for the induction cooktop, and this right here is extremely heavy. And this right here is the microwave. It is absolutely huge, massive inside. And then over here is going to be your refrigerator, and it does have the little lock for when you're going down the road. Absolutely massive. And you have a residential size freezer. All right, now into the middle of this RV. This is a little bit strange because you have just an open air kind of powder room that's split. So you're gonna have your sink here, lots of cabinet space, big mirrors up here, decent amount of space. And then across the way is going to be a bathroom. So you're gonna have the same toilet as the one that's probably gonna be in the back. And then it's porcelain. That's good. Paper towel holder. And then this right here is the emergency exit door. So if anything happens, you just pop that down and you climb out the back over the toilet. Yeah. Now that we've checked out the living space and the half bath in the middle of this coach, let's check out the main bedroom. So this right here is pretty nice. You have this decorative piece in the ceiling, lots of cabinet space up here, and this bed, it slides down and fills the space a little bit. So it'll come out to about here. But the reason why this does it is because whenever your slide comes in, if the mattress was just laying flat, it would run into the wall. So having it propped up opens up the space to where you can pass through. Across from the bed is your entertainment area and all of your storage. So lots of storage space under here. I mean, that is really deep. Some more space right here. And what's really cool about the TV is that it opens up, and back here is more storage space and you have a safe. And now for a space that is so stunning, let's check it out. This is the main bathroom. Into the back bathroom. This is incredible. There is a step up when you first come in, but you know, you just gotta watch your step whenever you're coming out in the morning. Now this right here, full washer and dryer. No stackable washer and dryer, no combo, designated washer and designated dryer. So that right there is pretty nice. Down here, you're gonna have lots of pull-out drawers with soft close. Over here are the his and hers sinks, and then check out all of that cabinet space underneath. Pretty impressive. Now back here is the toilet. So you have your own room for the toilet with some cabinet space back behind. Porcelain toilet. This is the shower. It is massive. You've got tile on the wall, a skylight, and the shower head actually goes up and sits above me. That is probably the first time I've ever seen that. You also have a sprayer down here, your faucet controls for the shower head, and a little seat. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more RV tours. There's a lot to come from this RV show. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the road.